Hey everyone, welcome back to Squatch Firewood. I thought I'd do a little review on this wood processor that I bought off of Temu. And yes, I did buy it off of Temu. At the time it was, I want to say September or August of 2024. And I paid roughly $8,000, and that included shipping. And came in a crate, had to unload it off the back of a semi with my skid steer, and then assemble it. It took my brother and I 2 days, but we got her assembled. The reason I went with this instead of like a commercial log splitter is I can't run a chainsaw for very long anymore. I got a shit back, so I can't bend over, and then add in I got really bad arthritis in my hands. So at least this way I can, when I got time, I can just come out, I can make firewood when I want, because that's what I really enjoy. So that's why I went with this, you know, all in one unit. Cuts it, splits it. I mean, we made some modifications. I had a previous model which they improved upon, and I'll point out what they did and how it's better. One of the things that they improved is they put the Honda GX630 on it. The one that they had on the previous model was a Leafon, a Chinese no-name brand. Another thing they did that improved it is they put the splitter on an actual I-beam, and then they cut out right here so all the trash and stuff can go down on the ground, whereas the other one, it was enclosed here, so then all the trash would go underneath, or I mean, yeah, the trash is here, but it would get all compacted because there was a trough in here that they enclosed underneath this. So in order to get under here and get rid of all this stuff, you had to take this whole ram out to clear stuff out. Totally sucked. Another thing they did on this one compared to the last one is this one has a ram that controls the wedge above. The last one, it was on the bottom. It twisted and snapped almost immediately, so I had to weld the wedge into place, and that just sucks, because when you're trying to beat something out of here, it's nice to have a wedge that moves to get stuff undone. And then one of the modifications we did do is we added these grizzly bars to get rid of some of the finer material, so it's not in my pile. So I like to let my wood age in my piles for a few months before I stack. And another thing we did is I took the hydraulic motor off of the processor that ran the elevator that came with it, and I modified it so that it could run this old hay elevator. That way I can get some bigger piles, because the elevator it was on, it was like maybe an 8-footer, and this one's a 40-footer, so that means I can get some pretty high piles. One other thing is they put these big tires on them, and they make it kind of look like it should be able to be towed down the road. So I got the tow bar up here in the front, but yeah, this is not a road tow machine. You need a trailer to move this anywhere, because I've tried, and you got to get that hitch in the air a good foot just so that these ones come off pretty easy. It's the ones in the middle, you got to get them up pretty high, otherwise they drag and it sucks. One thing I wish they changed, and I have seen it on some other ones, is this infeed belt. If they'd make it into a chain or something, because as you can see right here, I'm already starting to get a rip. So that sucks, but got the 3 decent roller chain in feet live deck, and as you've seen, I can pile up quite a bit of wood on these things, so they're pretty heavy duty. On the bottom here, that's where the hydraulic fluid goes in that little tank. I wish it was a bigger tank so that wouldn't get so hot so fast, but in the winter it's good. Summer, not so good. Another thing I like on this one is if you ever have to get in here and work on something, this flips out of the way. Whereas the other one that I had this hood here, but you had to take bolts off, and it was just a real pain in the butt. Here we got my controls. Pretty simple. And here's how we attach the pump right to the sprocket. Does a good job. I mean, it's not the greatest processor in the world by far, but for 8,000, I mean, now if I was looking the other day, and the price on them, I want to say, is roughly 10,000. So I mean, they have gone up in the year. You got the tariffs and whatever. Maybe they'll come back down again, but for what I do and what I'm able to do, this machine is pretty good for me. I mean, I got, you know, all that wood done so far, and I've done more that you haven't seen. So I mean, if it keeps doing what it's doing, I think it's worth the 8,000. I mean, eventually I'll be able to upgrade to one of the better machines and go a little faster, but right now it takes me like an hour and 20 minutes or so, between an hour and 20 and an hour and 40 to do a cord of wood, which I think is pretty good. And that's including throwing back into the resplits and making sure that they're the right size. So, but yeah, if you got any questions on it, let me know. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.